Be honest. Have you ever checked your bank balance at the end of the month and thought, wait, where did it all go? You don't remember buying anything big. You're not a big spender. But somehow, the money just slips through your fingers.
Today, I want to introduce you to a 100-year-old Japanese method that addresses exactly that feeling. It's not an app, it's a simple budgeting system that you can use with a notebook or a spreadsheet. It's called Kakeibo. Kakeibo literally translates to household finance ledger. It was invented in 1904 by Hani Motoko, Japan's first female journalist. She wanted to help housewives manage their money thoughtfully, not by tracking every cent like an accountant, but by understanding their relationship with money. Think of it this way. Most budgeting tools focus on what you spent. Kakeibo focuses on why you spent it. It's a mindfulness practice disguised as a savings tool. Before we even touch the numbers, I want you to embrace one idea. Kakeibo is not a punishment. It's not about cutting out joy or living on rice and beans. It's about bringing awareness and intention to your financial choices. The Japanese believe that when you spend money intentionally, you actually increase the satisfaction you get from each purchase because you've already decided that it's worth it. So let's see how this works in practice. All you need is a notebook or a simple budgeting spreadsheet. In this video, I'm using Google Sheets because it's simple and convenient for tracking my Kakeibo budget. But don't worry if you prefer a notebook, an app, or another spreadsheet. The Kakeibo method works the same either way. At the start of every month, you'll do two things. The first step is to list your monthly income and all of your planned expenses in the budget sheet. Then, categorize each expense using the 4 Kakeibo categories: survival, optional, culture, and extra. The first category is survival. These are your essential expenses, the things you need to live, like rent, groceries, utilities, transportation, and bills. Next is optional. These are your wants rather than your needs, like eating out, shopping, coffee, subscriptions, or entertainment. The third category is culture. This includes anything that helps you learn, grow, or improve yourself, such as books, online courses, hobbies, or fitness classes. Finally, there's extra. These are unexpected or irregular expenses, like medical bills, car repairs, gifts, or emergency purchases. At the end of the month, you'll be able to see exactly where your money went, making it much easier to understand your spending habits and find areas where you can save. Now that you understand the 4 Kakeibo categories, let's look at our budget. Simply subtract your total expenses from your total income. Whatever is left is the amount you can save this month. Now, let's move on to the next step. Once you know how much money you have left after your expenses, it's time to set a savings goal. Having a clear goal will help you stay motivated and keep your spending on track throughout the month. If you'd like to use this Google Sheets template, I'll leave the download link in the description below. Planning your budget at the beginning of the month gives every dollar a purpose. Instead of reacting to your spending, you're making a plan before you spend. That's what makes the Kakeibo method so effective. It helps you spend more intentionally and save more consistently. Now that your budget is ready, simply record every expense and every source of income in the transactions sheet. At the end of the month, compare your planned budget with your actual spending. This helps you see which categories you stayed on budget and which ones need improvement. Before we finish, take a few minutes to reflect on your month. Did you reach your savings goal? Which category did you spend the most on? Were there any purchases you could have avoided? And what changes would you like to make next month? The goal of the Kakeibo method isn't to stop spending money. It's to become more mindful of how you spend it. Small, consistent changes can lead to better financial habits over time. I hope this video helps you take control of your finances and makes budgeting a little easier. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss my future tutorials. I'll see you in the next video.